Into action!
Let's get moving into action. Let's get moving into action. If your life's too slow, no satisfaction. Find something out there, there's an attraction. If you hesitate now, that's a subtraction. So let's get moving, go into action.
We take the 43 bus.
Welcome to the Pin Up America Show. I'm your host, Bear, and my co-host today, again, is Kayla.
Hello.
How you doing, Kayla?
Oh, fine. How are you?
Good. Have you recuperated from our little trip yet?
My feet hurt. That's why I'm in flats today, but other than that, I'm great.
I can imagine. We went this weekend and had a phenomenal time. We ventured across to the other coast, to the east coast of Florida, to Orlando for the Southern Fried Sunday big annual charity event. And it was really neat. Jessica Powley, I believe is how you pronounce it, or Polly, was the coordinator. And she has coordinated an event that they do pretty much once a month on Sundays between several bars over there. And this was a big annual event which they raised money for mustard seed. Correct. It's actually, it was her birthday and another person's birthday.
Oh, was it?
And that was the reason they do this, is for their birthdays, they invite everybody to come out and raise money for mustard seed. But they had 5 bars involved. They had the Peacock, which was a nice little jaunder down Mills Road to get to. It was about 4 blocks away from most of the other ones.
Felt like an eternity in heels.
I can imagine. I was carrying equipment. They had Will's
Bar and
Wally's, right.
Pub.
And then there was the
Uncle Lou's,
exactly.
and the J. Bauman
Salon. They had to set up the parking lot. They actually had 2 parking lots set up. One at Wally's, where they had vendors outside. They had an outdoor stage. That's actually where they had the food, free food. It was very nice. It was $10 advance ticket sales, $14 at the door. You got free food while it lasted. It was barbecue. I know we talked about this yesterday. The food was delicious.
Those collard greens were ridiculous.
See, I didn't get the collard greens. She's going to rub it in because I missed out on the collard greens. But yeah, they had collard greens, cornbread,
barbecued pulled pork.
Right.
They were frying chicken fresh in front of you. It was amazing.
So they did a really, really good job with the food, and that was all down at Wally's. Then you walked across the street, you had Will's. Will's was a very nice little place there next to Uncle Lou's.
Uncle Lou's,
was
yeah.
on the same side. And that was right in between those two is where they had something that was very interesting. I had never seen this before. They had a karaoke dunk tank, which was really, really interesting.
It was hilarious. This one guy, we walked by, and he was singing a song. He got one lyric, and they dunked him.
Next person up, huh?
Yep. It was awesome.
That was pretty interesting, and you signed up for it and everything. I thought that was really cute. They also had, we're at Will's, which was a nice place. They had pin-up pictures all over the wall.
All over the walls.
Did you see that?
I did. Papa and I were looking at them today.
I was looking at it going, that's a nice one up there. But it was great for them to put an event together with 5 different places.
Within walking distance.
Within walking distance. Well,
Sort of.
okay, yeah, sort of. Peacock was a very nice place. It was the furthest away.
Yeah.
But it was one of the first places I went to because there was a local band that was playing there. What band was that I went to go see? They're from Tampa. Apple
Butter?
Apple Butter, yes. Apple Butter was playing down there, and they are a local band from Tampa. Apple Butter Express.
Yes.
So I had to go down there and, of course, see them and get some footage. So I went down there. But they had 30 bands there. And you were kind of surprised when I told you that.
Well, I didn't believe it.
Well, you were too busy. You had to. Oh, we didn't tell him.
No.
She was in the pinup contest they had there.
Yes.
That's why she went.
Yes.
So she was walking around in high heel shoes and her little red and white
country
bumpkin little outfit with her little basket and everything. And they had a pinup contest that was put on by Howdy Girl Photography over in Orlando that does pinup photography. So she coordinated all that. I know we did an intro for everybody at the salon.
The J. Bauman Salon stage.
Right. And then we did round 1 and round 2
at Wally's.
And then the final thing was at Will's at the end.
Yes.
Yes.
Something like that. We were all over the place.
They have this nice little schedule with all the bands. I mean, everything's going on. You had to either, if you wanted to see everything, you had to run back and forth. If you didn't, you just took your time and saw what you wanted, but it was great. You had a big selection on the bands to see. They were from all over Florida. There were bands from Marco Island, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, Cocoa, one band from St. Louis, Missouri, the Kentucky Knife Fighters. I didn't get a chance to see them.
No.
But it was just great with music. I mean, absolutely great with music. They had, in the salon,
yes,
parking lot, they had the car show and bike show.
It was so
Okay.
good.
This is a community service announcement. Go ahead and give your announcement to the Fury.
There is a 66 Plymouth Fury. It has a custom chrome grille. And I know I've seen it somewhere, but I can't remember where. And it's from TV or something. It is a phenomenal car.
So if you know the owner of the car, please contact them.
us.
Have them contact Pinup America. I think somebody wants to do a photo shoot with it. I'm just saying. But they had a lot of other things. They had my favorite.
Your favorite.
Was the shoebox. The old, it was probably, well, it was so customized, I couldn't tell what it was. It was either a 49, 50, or 51 Ford shoebox. But that sucker was slammed on the ground.
Half-inch off the ground.
Half-inch off the ground.
I measured.
It literally had lawn chairs, mounted for seats. Not just the front two, but the front and the rear seats.
A custom chain anarchy symbol steering wheel.
Right. Plus, the cup holders were made out of chains in gears.
Yes.
A phenomenal car. I really enjoyed it.
Tons of pinstriping. The pinstriping there was amazing yesterday.
Oh, yes.
There were more than 2 booths with pinstriping.
Yep. And then we had motorcycles there.
Yes.
We had a lot of, there was some old Triumphs there.
There was a Camaro.
There,
it was amazing. Seafoam
that was
green,
the first
blue.
thing you spotted.
I know.
They actually had a motorcycle. One of my friends came up to me and said, "Hey, did you see that motorcycle with the PBR cans and everything?"
Yes.
And he goes, "Where's the gas tank?" So naturally, me being the news person I am, I went up and I found out where the gas tank was. I found out it was an old 80s Honda Shadow. And back in the 80s, Honda had a gas tank and a small reserve tank that was under the seats.
Oh, okay.
So he rides on his reserve.
He rides dirty.
Yep.
Get it?
Dirty. You're terrible.
I'm just whatever.
So we had a great weekend.
It was really, really, really a lot of fun.
It was lots of fun.
Tons of pretty ladies.
Yes.
And pretty boys, just saying.
Yes, somebody was drooling over a band. I won't mention the band's name to embarrass anybody, but I think Sweet might have been in their name.
Might as well go ahead and say it then.
The Sweet Chariots from Fort Lauderdale were playing down at the J. Bauman stage. And good group of young guys.
Really good music.
Really good music. I've got to get a hold of them and get them with one of our advertisers, Dax, because I know those guys could use their product.
Absolutely.
And talking about Dax, I brought in my personal collection.
It's a fantastic collection.
This is the Black Beeswax, which is really neat. And it was one of my first items. Now, this is their original pomade.
Right.
That I started with. It's really good. It's in a traditional style bottle. It's vegetable oils and everything. It's great. But they have so many other ones. And the ones I was using when I went to Viva Las Vegas, Don there, he set me up. I was using the Wave and Groom for hold, and I was using the Short and Neat for shine. You know, because, you know, a guy's got to do what a guy's got to do.
Guys got to do it.
So, and I would have never thought in my life
You'd be talking
that
about
I'd be talking about hair products. But I combine these two, and this is what I've been using. Until the other day, on Facebook, there's actually a group called Addicted to Pomade, which guess who's now a member of?
I wonder.
I am now a member of it. Well, somebody mentioned to Don at Dax that, you know, gee, it'd be neat if you could mix this and this and this, you know, and make like a custom mixture. So Don actually went and made a custom mixture. They took their neat waves, added the black beeswax to it, so it's black, and added the scent.
This stuff smells really good.
It does.
And that's what we use today.
Yes, that's what we use today. As you can tell, my hair is a little taller than usual.
We use that and this one.
The super neat.
And it smells really good. Really, really good.
They all smell good.
Oh,
Even now, this one is what I was using for Shine. The short and neat has a real nice.
It's a very clean scent.
Yes, very nice flavor or scent to not flavor.
It's flavored.
Scent.
We ate it. It's
no,
great.
no, don't eat it. I don't think it's good for you to eat. But just in these cup, I got a couple other cans here. But they have so many products, and to make this custom product, I was excited when it came in the mail.
Yeah.
Because I made a little post online.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want a can, and Don said, okay. So he sent me a can, and I really like it because, you know, not that I'm worried about my grays, but I do have some grays, and the black beeswax just like
gives it a little bit of
Yeah.
a cover.
Yeah.
Hides it a smidge.
it's great. I love it.
Although we love our salt and pepper men, don't we, ladies? We do.
I'm just saying, you know, it's just nice to, you know, make it a little bit darker.
A little bit.
I'm gonna try it in my beard next time. See if I can
Oh.
darken up the beard.
Oh.
Give it some body.
Next show.
As you've noticed, the beards, I got rid of the chops. I'm letting the beard fill in because I've got something special in mind for Muddy Roots.
Oh dear.
So I'm gonna give it a month to fill in, and then at Muddy Roots, we're gonna have something custom.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited.
Gotta do something custom for Muddy Roots. Gotta do something looking good. So we talked about the event this weekend.
Yes, it was super fun.
PBR was one of the big sponsors there.
Man.
Yeah, somebody, you know, you would think somebody would think about her producer. She's out there having fun, walking around, having pictures, taking pictures of, you know, and everything. She gets all the product from the PBR guy. And I find out today she got a hat, she got beer, she got this, she got that. I'm sweating, lugging the camera, I'm behind the camera, and the poor bear doesn't get anything.
I can't believe you just threw me out there like that.
I know, I did.
What?
I did.
Look, the PBR guy liked me as the pinup girl in the contest, and he, you know, whatever. I have to explain myself to you.
So anyway, we've got that on the show. One of
Yes.
our segments is going to be on this weekend at the Southern Fried Sunday, which is phenomenal. So we're going to have pictures of the bands. We're going to have pictures of the girls. We're not going to tell them who won because they got to watch it to find out who won. So stay tuned for that. Also, we've got your friend and our correspondent from Tennessee again.
Shannon.
Shannon, you know, last time I was watching the show, I realized that she pronounces her name correctly. I
Shannon
don't.
Million.
Right.
Period.
I say millions because I think she's worth more than 1 million. I
Plural
think she's
millions.
worth plural millions. So
You see how he's
I
sucking
call
up
her-
to you, Shannon? You see this?
So Shannon is interviewing Jason from Muddy Roots, and they are talking about Muddy Roots Europe, which has just passed. And of course, he's busy getting ready for because it's
Our Muddy Roots.
Yeah, our Muddy Roots
Here.
up in Cookeville, Tennessee, which is going to be just absolutely phenomenal. And he is just making things better and better every year. They announced that they will have cabins. You can reserve a cabin. It's a, I think it's a 10 by 10 cabin that has bunk beds that'll sleep 4, that's air conditioned with electric and lockable. And they will bring them out there and have them set up at Muddy Roots for you
Wow.
to arrive and have your place. And I think they're $150 a night.
How many people?
4 people.
4 people. You can split that. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not bad. And you're right there. Now, last year, that would have been awesome for us. I mean, Papa and I, we drove up there. We took the car and pulled Pop up all the way up there.
Oh, my
so the
Lord.
money we would have saved in gas pulling the Pop up probably would have paid for the cabin. But they didn't offer the cabins last year.
Well, now they are. So.
And I think they also, earlier this year, they offered some tents too, where they'll have tents there set up and ready for you to rent too.
Alrighty.
So that's pretty neat. So let's get on with the show. So we're going to introduce Shannon, and we'll be up with her interview and our segment from this Sunday.
Yes.
And we'll be back with you right after that.
Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Danielle Colby, and I am with Burlesque Le Mustache. You are watching Pin Up America.
Let's get moving into action. Let's get moving into action. If your life's too slow, no satisfaction. Find something out there, there's an attraction. If you hesitate now, that's a subtraction. So let's get moving, go into action.
We take the 43 bus, we got no plan. No. The girl in the miniskirt, her name's Suzanne, right? The one in the high hole boat is Sharon, And Karen is the one with the blonde wig on. And with the bullet gun, we're going number 1. And I don't need any money, not to have any fun.
Let's get moving into action. Let's get moving into action. If your life's too slow, no satisfaction. Find something out there, there's an attraction. If you hesitate now, that's a subtraction. So let's get moving, go into action.
We take the Trans-Bay Tube on the Richmond line. Leave at stuff at 8, East Bay by 9. We may run out of money tonight, never out of time. Harmer Street, we kiki corner, had to line. If anybody gets how late we're gonna run, we go all night, alright, to midnight just begun.
Let's get moving into action. Let's get moving into action. If your life's too slow, no satisfaction. Find something out there, there's an attraction.
Who do we have?
I'm Doris Mayday.
Doris Mayday.
I'm Erin Cummings. Masumi Muggs. Callisto Killer.
And of course, King Dado Deluxe.
You're watching the Pin Up America Show!
Ready? Hey, Bob Pinup. It's Shannon Million, and I'm here with
Jason.
from Muddy Roots and Muddy Roots Europe. So we're here to talk to you today about Muddy Roots Europe because we've already kind of met and talked in preparation for this year's coming up Muddy Roots Festival. Yes? And, alright, so one of the cool things that happens at the Muddy Roots Festival here in town is we've got some regular sponsors who give your bands who play some unique kind of presents.
Indeed.
What are those?
Every band that plays Muddy Roots Europe, or at least for 2011, 2012, receives a bottle of Old Smoky Moonshine.
Wait, do they actually get the moonshine, or do they get a choice between the moonshine or the moonshine cherries?
Apple, moonshine cherry, and clear.
Wait a
So
minute.
far, but I heard they got some
The
great stuff
apple
coming out.
moonshine is like, it's like apple pie, right?
It is apple pie.
Has like graham cracker tasting crust.
It's good,
and
smooth.
phenomenal.
I prefer the cherries, they're stronger.
Yeah, they are
And
so
I
strong,
like to throw
like
them
they
in a
actually
cup.
kind of burn you through your ears.
Yeah, they do.
Through your ear holes, you can feel them. I say it, I can feel it through my ear holes. So, okay, so you guys did Muddy Roots Europe. First of all, let's do a little comparison here. How many years have you been doing regular Muddy Roots in Nashville?
Muddy Roots in Tennessee, this is our 3rd year.
Not really Nashville, but close enough.
An hour out.
Yeah.
Muddy Roots Europe, this was our 1st year in Belgium.
All right. Belgium! It's where my parents met.
Oh, that's right, you mentioned that.
Yeah. Love it. That's where my dad proposed to my mommy. Quite right. And then they got married. They said it happened over there, but I think it happened in the States first. Anyhow, so what is the origin? How did Muddy Roots Europe get conceived? How did that whole event happen? And who all is involved with the process?
A lot of the motivation had to do with the fact that more Europeans came to Muddy Roots in Tennessee than people from Nashville. So we just figured they deserved it. Let's do a party in their backyard.
Fabulous. All right, so tell us a little bit, for those of us who don't know, who are fans of Pinup America and fans of pinup culture and rockabilly culture, what is Muddy Roots music defined as? How do we get people connected into what that is? How do they understand it?
Well, I don't know. I guess it kind of depends. The way I look at it is, everybody looks at a painting and they all have their interpretation of what it really is. And Muddy Roots really is that. It's everything that falls in between genres. There are some stuff that's clear, obviously, like if we have Dr. Elf Stanley, of course he's bluegrass. But a lot of other people, they fall between rockabilly, punk rock, bluegrass, roots blues.
Lovely.
So a lot of underground stuff. A lot of people that don't get airtime or big gigs.
Right, but they're still like super phenomenal artists.
Yeah, exactly.
And we still like love their art.
Based on talent and how much we love the bands, not on how many records they've sold.
Right, and that's the cool thing about Roots music is you guys, you bring to your community the bands that people really are like longing to see, right?
Yeah, or the bands that I want to see.
Well,
and
of course,
and
that has actually translated. We're finding out whether you're really willing to humble yourself to that concept or not, is that people respond to that well.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, people have that sense about what you're bringing, and they're loving it.
They like the same stuff I like.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, indeed.
All right, so you guys hosted that
in Belgium. It was about an hour out of Brussels, which
right.
is like the capital of Europe.
Yes.
And it was the same thing. It was out in the country, a small venue called Cowboy Up American Saloon.
Ooh.
And
so how big was the space?
Much smaller than the one in Tennessee. It was like 4 acres or something.
Okay.
We filled it up quick and had to use the neighbor's property.
Really?
Yeah,
and
there wasn't tons of people, but there was enough to where
you had overflow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the neighbor let us. Real cool community, good people, especially people that own the venue. They treat you like family, and I really am happy that that's who I found to host the event.
The event. Okay, so cool. Are you planning to use the same space to host the event next year?
Yeah, Muddy Roots Europe will be at Cowboy Up Saloon in Rotterdam, Belgium. I don't know if I said that right.
That's okay.
It's just out of Bruges.
And hey, speaking of where it is exactly, like people, I heard, traveled from like all over Europe to get there, right?
Yeah, it was the same thing, the same theme of what happens here at this Muddy Roots. It's not so much everyone from one town, it's people traveling from all over. So Muddy Roots Europe was full of people that flew in from America, Canada, all over Europe, everywhere, Spain.
So, did you get any interesting stories about anyone in particular who came?
Who were traveling?
Oh, who?
There was Johanna, which he told me.
Yes.
Is,
Yes.
Finnish? I don't know what he said it was, but it's John. That's what Johanna is. And that guy rode his motorcycle 1,200 miles in the rain and wind to get to Muddy Roots Europe. And he's coming out to Muddy Roots in Tennessee.
Wow, you mean the same guy from Muddy Roots Europe is
he's a hardcore.
fly across the pond and meet us here, like, in the next month and a half?
Which is cool, though. That's what the festival is, though. It's a bunch of hardcore music lovers. It's not, someone who's just looking for a party or someone who's just looking to get high at some rave festival. It's people that love the music.
Well, right, and you have a very specific rule about people who are going to step outside the bounds of what's allowed or what's legal at your festivals, right?
Yeah, I talk about our golden rule. Or
this golden rule is like kind of the bomb. Like, how does the golden rule go? Because the language of the golden rule is what's in particular quite awesome.
I was sitting there making the rule section of our website, and what I realized was they all boil down to one thing. There's one rule that encompasses everything, and that's don't be a dick.
Don't be a
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
That's simple. Don't steal shit. Don't hurt people.
Don't steal.
Don't be a dick to someone on stage. Don't do anything that a dickhead would do, and you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
That's it.
If you're gonna do what a dick would do,
don't do it.
Don't do it.
We don't have overbearing security. We don't ever want to have to be like that.
Right.
Be cool.
Right.
And most people are. You know, we're all adults.
Right. So far, like, you've been pretty.
Yeah, I mean, no problems.
Lucky with,
very minimal problems.
Right. And that actually, problems are to be expected. You've got humanity. You've got things to deal with that are normal parts of.
I think the only problem we had last year maybe was catching people sneaking in.
Right.
Which, I mean.
Like without paying and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, if you're going to drive 1,000 miles to come to my festival.
Like, that's a lot of gas.
Don't steal from us.
Go ahead and pay.
The bands really need the money.
Yeah, they need money.
Yeah, so this year we made a rule, if we catch you sneaking someone in your trunk or whatever, the whole car gets kicked out.
That's a good rule.
Because that's being a dick.
And don't be a dick. Anywhere. Whether it's Muddy Roots here or Muddy Roots Europe.
Anywhere, yeah.
So, hey, speaking of, like, Muddy Roots Europe, I just knocked this, like, fabulous bowl. This is amazing. Who'd you get this thing from, Jason?
From Ellie Monster. She's one of our vendors.
I bought 3 shirts from her last year.
She's fucking awesome. She just moved from New Orleans to this very building to open her shop.
Oh my god, I got the best, like,
yeah, she's good. She
like pearl snap, western, embroidered. Mine were like zombies, and they were Muddy Roots, and they were like amazing last year. All right, so this is from her.
Yep.
I gotta get her to make me one of these. All right, well, so let's talk about Americana over there in Europe. Like, what we have come to realize, what you've come to realize with Muddy Roots, and what I've come to realize, and what Papa Pinup and Judy Pop and Mama Pinup and Contessa have come to realize with Pinup America is the influence that true old school Americana has on, like, generations of people, not only here but abroad, and how people respond to, like, 1940s, 1950s Americana.
Not just there, not just 40s and 50s, they just love American stuff. Not everyone, of course, but there's a strong following. Early blues, rock and roll, country, all of it. They love it.
They do.
Yeah.
So you guys have got, like, a good fan base over there, just initially your first year at Muddy Roots Europe.
We do, yeah. I mean, we don't, the bands do.
I'm interested to see, like, how exponentially it grows over there compared to over here.
Yeah, me too. Time will tell on that.
Yeah, time will tell. We're going to have to do some future interviews to talk about that, right? Okay. And how successful would you consider this first year to have been at Muddy Roots Europe?
I think it was exactly what I expected. It was financially, of course, the first year is an investment. That's how I'm going to put it.
Right.
I mean, you pretty much lose your ass.
And that's what you said about, like, Muddy Roots here. The first year, you lose your ass. The second year, you hope to break even. And third year, you hope to get...
A few bucks would be great. I mean,
a few bucks would be great,
if
right?
I can make a living at it and, you know, not print shirts every day.
I absolutely have no doubt you're going to be able to. And this is what this man does. He prints amazing freaking shirts during the day also.
Band merch.
Band merch.
But, you know, the one thing that I learned about, you know, putting on an event in Belgium, it's not just, hey, I'm going to put on an event. You have to learn the rules. There's regulations. I had to set up a company.
Rules, laws, regulations, policies, procedures.
Yeah. Taxes.
These are the things that you do that are just like boom, 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 necessary.
Yeah, so we actually had to set up a formal company in Belgium, which was cool because
so you're incorporated over there too,
yeah.
Which is probably not incorporated. It's probably something else.
It is. It is a like I guess it's a corporation, but
okay.
But it's really just me and the guy that owns the venue, and you have to follow their rules.
You have a
very
partnership together.
Strict.
Yes.
That country's a huge strict. You have to get the time schedules checked. Everything has to be checked by the government. I guess it's a socialist country, which is cool because we had a really safe event.
Really?
But really expensive event.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Well, so speaking of, like, expense of the event, I know you got to pay the bands to come out there and, like, to showcase. So, how many people did you transport from, like, Muddy Roots in America that played out there, and how many people were, like, local out there?
I think
how many bands?
Probably there was like 20 bands.
20 bands total.
About a third of them were local to Europe.
Okay.
And the rest were the bands that played the festival here.
So 2/3 were
from America.
We're fitting back into the Americana concept.
Wayne Hancock, Bob Wayne, Hackensaw Boys, Jake Orvis, and we got a ton of guys.
Well, and so the other thing that I know
And
that
gals.
in terms of, and gals, in terms of like Pinup America, we are interested in not only like pinup culture, the music and rockabilly, but also just like the entire lifestyle, burlesque, dancing, everything that comes with it. I know that at Muddy Roots here in Tennessee, you guys have a sampling of everything that's part of the culture.
Yeah.
Like, you've got
cars.
vendors, you've got everything. You've got the bands, you've got the dancers, you've got the pinup girls, every little piece. Tell me what all pieces you have over there in Muddy Roots Europe.
We started smaller, just like the one here, and so it was mainly just bands. The first year we didn't have burlesque. We did invite a couple local hot rods.
I was gonna say, what about car shows and
It's
like?
a little different because there's a lot less cars.
Okay.
You know, a lot less
Well,
cars. And here we
really?
have pre-63. There they have pre-89.
Oh wow,
So it's like a huge difference.
huge difference.
But some came out and parked on the front lawn. It was cool. We were competing with another car event that's been going for a few years.
So it's on the same date.
It was, but all the events we were competing with now have moved their dates.
Okay,
next
so
year.
next year you're gonna be in the clear for like.
Yeah,
You might have more people and more cars.
we might. Yeah, I imagine it'll be just like the second year here.
Fingers crossed. We'll see what happens.
It was cool, but I'd say really people had the same experience. They loved it. You know, it was like the late night jam, hanging out with the bands, all the cool shit you want to do, drinking beers with your favorite band.
Yeah.
Just everyone spoke different languages.
Speaking of, who was your favorite band over there last year at Muddy Roots Europe?
Muddy Roots Europe?
Which was just like a couple of weeks ago.
I can't say favorite band because I didn't see them all, and of course I love them all. But there was one band where I was finally, the end of the night, I didn't have any more work to do.
Well, and see, that's the thing. I know, like, you work your booty off
I
during
work
the
through
day,
the
and you probably work through a lot of the bands performing, even the ones you want to see.
I do. I get to catch one song out of every like 10 bands.
All right, so something that actually like spoke to you on a higher level when you were able to actually have that kind of time.
When I did have the last band of the night on Saturday was the only time I got to stop, drink a few beers, hang out, and I caught the end of Bob Wayne's set, which was awesome, and he had the biggest crowd, the biggest following there, which was cool. I mean, I was really happy to see that. And then Slim Cessna's Auto Club came on. Those guys were ridiculous. It was so much fun.
Really?
And the crowd really enjoyed the fact that the promoter was enjoying the bands. I was, it's not like I was there to make $1 million. I wanted to see the bands as much as I can. So I was right up front, just rocking
Well, and that
out.
is kind of the cool thing about you. I got to say that, Jason, just having seen you do this the last couple of years, you are hands-on. You're running this thing. You're behind the scenes. People don't really see you during the event, but when you come to the forefront and you get a chance to enjoy these bands, like, these are your favorite bands. Like, you brought them together for a reason, and the level of appreciation that you have for them, like, transcends. And I think that people respond to that because they also have that same connection to these bands that you do.
It's true, I do.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay. Muddy Roots, the third. Muddy Roots Europe. You gonna do this for the rest of your days?
People keep buying tickets and coming out. I can keep paying the bands. I'll keep doing it. And you did mention last time you wanted to bring up the tents.
The tents. Okay, so these guys do something really super cool at regular Muddy Roots festivals. You don't do this at Europe, do you?
We had cabins out there.
You
But-
did?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
in Europe. But this year in Muddy Roots, Tennessee, we have tents
These
and
guys,
cabins.
first of all, these guys are going to take care of you. If you come out to Muddy Roots, it's a festival. But do not think of it like a traditional festival. Girls like me, like, we want to be able to take a hot shower and bathe and kind of live in luxury and not have to put up our own tents. And when you come out to Muddy Roots in Nashville, Jason, do I have to put up my own tent?
You just rent a tent. We'll set it up for you. It's got air mattress. It's got sleeping bags. All you need to do is show up, party, and leave. We'll take it down. You can rent a cabin now. They're air conditioned. They come with 2 sets of bunk beds.
Bunk beds?
That's it. Show up, party, you want a place to
Alright,
stay.
so I can bring like a couple of like crazy cray girls
40
with
of
me,
us,
right?
cray-crays. 4 people fit in them, you know, and they're actually going to be sitting at the end of Vendor Alley, so you'll be near the music the whole time. And there's free hot showers on the property.
And I love that you guys actually have hot showers. Like, that's a big deal in a, like, festival land where,
I've been
like,
to
if
big
you hose
festivals.
yourself off with a cold garden hose, you feel okay.
The big
This is
festivals,
gonna be
they
awesome.
charge you like 10, 15 bucks to take a shower, and it's hell. You know, the venue has them installed. They use them for their events, and it's just what people want. So
You guys have a different level of comfort, and that's provided, and it's regular, and
there's hotels about 15 minutes away if you really need a hotel.
right here
That's cheap,
and
like 50 bucks or something.
right? Gotcha. Maybe on the day of the pinup competition, I might need that hair dryer. If I can't plug into somebody's generator, right?
Well, there's plugs up by the showers, by those mirrors.
All right, well, see, they've got it all. So, come out. If you missed Muddy Roots Europe, they're going to do it again next year, yes?
Yes.
What are the dates going to be? Somewhere-ish?
Early June.
Early June. And we've got Muddy Roots coming up in Tennessee.
August 31st to September 2nd.
It's always that same weekend.
Yep, Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend. Bring yourself out,
So you've
come
already
out.
got the day off.
You've already got the day off. You have no excuses. Bring yourself, bring your friends, bring your money. There's a lot of art out there and fantastic people to spend it on.
Buy their CDs from them. They need it.
They do. They do. All right. Well, thank you very much, Jason.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you again next year.
All right.
All right. Bye, Papa Pinup.
Go.
This is the Count from Count's Customs right here in Las Vegas. And you're watching the Pinup America Show.
Burning up the highway, tearing up the road, racing with some good old boy for everything he owns. Well, I got me a pink slip and a bottle of beer. Ha ha. Well, it only means one thing: Friday night is here. All right, now let's hit this on down the road, baby. Pedal to the middle. Come on. Oh yeah, slide on over, baby. Never been unlucky when I'm behind the wheel. Never met the devil, never made a deal. Well, I'm revving my engines and double shifting my gears. Ha ha. Well, it only means one thing: Friday night is here. Hey, tell them again now. Well, it only means one thing: Friday night is here. All right, man, let's take it to the street again. Come on, man, rock it! Oh yeah, we about to hit overdrive now. Oh yeah, come on. Do you wanna run it? Do you wanna go? Do you got what it takes? Can you steal the show? Well, I'll see you in my rear night is here.
Hi, I'm Cassandra Peterson, otherwise known as Elvira Mrs. Seven Dark, and you're watching the Pinup American Show.
Introduce all of the lovely pinup ladies of Miss Southern Fried Sunday. Let's give them a hand. All right, we are going to do round one now. Our first contestant is Scarlett Sinclair. Come on up here. You should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday.
Because I'm fabulous and I love Sunday Funday.
Alrighty. Let's wave to everybody. Hell yeah! Alrighty. You can step to the side, Miss lovely Scarlett. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Alright, Sandra, what's number 2? I can't read this. Kaylee! I would like to introduce Kaylee. Am I pronouncing it right? Okay, we're going to skip Kaylee. If you see her, let her know that we're calling her name. Alright, Bonnie, Miss Bonnie Belvedere. And why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday? Because I'm a fucking blast. She's a blast. Alright, strut your stuff. Let's see what you got. Alright. Thank you, Miss Bonnie. Let's get Tiffany up here. Miss lovely Tiffany in the red polka dot dress. Thanks up in the puddle. And why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
I'm Southern, I can fry, and it's Sunday.
Thank you so much. Can I get Miss Paige up here? Paige? Anybody see Paige? Okay, we're gonna get Marissa. Lovely Miss Marissa. And why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
I'm about as Southern as they come. I'm from Texas. I live in Florida. I know how to fish, camp, and how to have fun.
Okay, let's get Amanda. Lovely Miss Amanda. Why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
I'm a 6th generation Floridian, and no one's ever eaten more fried food than me!
Thank you. All right, Miss Ruby Moon, come on up. Why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
That was a tough question. I would have to say because I'm sweet.
She's modest. Let's get Michelle on up here. Michelle in the house. Why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
Because I love Sunday, and who doesn't like to get fried, right?
I'm a Southern girl from Florida. I can turn a wrench and work on cars.
All right, thank you so much. Let's get Melissa. All right, and why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
World peace, bitches.
Paige back in here. She is here now. Paige. Alright. And why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
Well, not because I'm punctual.
No, you're good. Thank you. Alright. Let's get Miss Katie up here. Hi, Miss Katie. Why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
Because I was born in Florida on tattoos and curves.
Thank you so much. Let's get Nicole up here. Why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
Because I like to get my ass smacked every Sunday.
Thank you so much, Nicole. And let's get Kayla up here. Hello, why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
Because I'm as Southern Fried as they come and I can knock whiskey back with the rest of them.
Thank you. And Miss Maggie Vicious. Why, hello. Why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
Because I say please and thank you, so please pick me and thank you.
Thank you, Miss Maggie. Let's get Francesca up here. Why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
Well, I was born in Florida, and I'm actually born the same day as Miss Marilyn Monroe. So, I like fried food, and it's Sunday. What do you think?
Thank you so much. Did I miss anybody? Okay, come on up. And... Okay, we have Callie. And why do you think you should be Miss Southern Fried Sunday?
Because I work on Harley Davidsons.
Hello. Thank you so much. I'd like to say thank you to all of the pinup girls that are participating in this. so much, everyone, and enjoy the band. Is it gonna stop? Okay. Alright, it's Tiffany Strong. lashes from J Bauman Salon. A photo shoot from me from Howdy Girl Photography. A massage from Eclipse Spa. A party for Six and Maxine's. A stiletto room with wine and food. Ooh, fancy. And a photo shoot with the photographer from Pin Up America magazine. Thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the girls. And you guys all get shots at Wally's.
This is Roy Varga, and you're watching Pin Up America Show.
Hi, I'm the mannequin from Dead Betty's Garage, and you are watching Pin Up America TV.
Well, welcome back. I'm Bear. I see where you had your nose. The newest in Pin Up America magazine. That's our Miss Pin Up America.
Miss Noelle Cherie.
I gotta buy that to see that. You're not allowed to show that. Anyway, talking about the magazine.
Yes.
We've got a lot of advertisers that we want to do a shout out to. We now have Vintage Goth, which has some, I saw you picked out some pretty little dresses.
They are in here.
Yeah, they're right underneath the cover.
They're on the website too.
We also have Sins of Iron by Matt's Rats.
Yes.
Which they were one of our big sponsors at the festival that we had this year. Awesome guys. They've got some really neat technology now.
Yeah.
They actually made all our trophies, which is really cool.
And they have this ability to where, say for example, you love your wife so much, if you have a wife.
Yeah, that's it. I got rid of that one.
She's gorgeous pinup girl, and you take her, maybe to Ebor Studio 1701 and get photos taken. You can get that photo put on a piece of metal, and you can make the metal your gas tank on your bike.
Oh yeah. Very neat technology.
Pretty
very
fancy.
Neat. And they're also related to 32 Pro Customs, which builds street rods. So both those groups are awesome groups. Of course, we have here where we shoot our show at, Ebor 1701 Studios, which specializes in pinup photography. We have everything here when it comes to props. I tell photographers all the time, I said, if you go down, you want to get an hour, whatever, make sure you go first, walk around the place, see what's there to work with, because when you're paying by the hour, that's not the time to start looking around and going, oh, look at what we got, we got over here.
Change that.
Exactly.
No, we don't have time for that.
Papa has a shopping addiction. He does.
No,
he really
I've
does.
seen it.
He really does.
I've seen it.
Now, one of the things that I want to get out of the storage area and shoot, I'm dying to shoot. Did you see the old bicycle rickshaw that we have in there? You know what a rickshaw is, right?
Probably.
Okay, rickshaw is that thing that the Oriental guys used to carry with the two people in the back.
Oh, yeah.
That's a rickshaw.
Okay,
We have what's called a bicycle rickshaw. It's an antique where you have a bike mounted on, it's like a big three-wheeler. Two people sit in the back with the little cover, and the guy pedals. And we have one here in the studio. I want to do a shoot on that.
We also have an old refrigerator in there somewhere.
Well, the old refrigerator's got to be painted because it's got to go in the old kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Right, the Studio C. So we have everything here. I mean, we even have, I think one of the neatest items we've got here is it's probably the original, the first electric exercise machine.
Butt shaker?
Yeah, it's the butt shaker, the vibrator.
Butt shimmy. You don't call it that.
What, a vibrator?
Don't.
Why?
Stop that.
It's not?
It's a butt shimmier. Shimmies your butt.
Oh. That's for a different show. All right.
Next week.
No, we're not to next week yet. Of course, Imperial Dax is one of our main advertisers and sponsors. We love them to death. Conway Portraits is a new advertiser. We've also got Cats Like Us, Style to Please. And then we have Orlando Bands, which is a free promotional service out of Orlando. And Punks for a Princess.
Fun stuff for the girlies.
That sounds kind of interesting. We should check that out.
I'm going to.
And of course, Steady Clothing. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Steady has some awesome stuff, and what I like about they got a lot of men's stuff too. I need them as a sponsor.
I prefer when they have both.
Both, yeah, instead of just lady stuff.
Yeah.
And then Lost or Forgotten Photography.
Everything zombie.
Exactly. They're really neat. Junkyard Survivors, which is Rodder Apparel.
Right.
Actually, our friend, you know how I found out about them was through Devin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she ordered some shirts when she went to Vegas to wear in Vegas.
Oh.
Yeah, they're really neat. Juice in the Dark. Did I get that right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. They do the custom tune portraits. And then, of course, Southern Vintage that has pin-up and rockabilly clothing. So we've got a lot of great advertisers in the magazine. Of course, we'd like to see them to come over to the show. Feel free. We'll make you a commercial. Yeah. We'll show off your stuff. I'm sure you'd like that outfit, wouldn't you, that dress?
See, whoever wants to send clothes for us to wear, we would wear them for you. Ding.
She would wear the female stuff. I would wear the male stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Maybe they want you to wear the girl stuff.
Now wait a second. You know who we missed?
Who we missed?
Dead Betty's Garage.
Oh, how did we miss that?
Dead Betty's Garage, exactly. Because Dead Betty's mannequin at Viva Las Vegas said she was watching the Pin Up America show.
Yeah.
You know, I think I had a little too much time in the sun that day. I was in Vegas.
Seeing things,
talking to things. It was great. So let's see what else we got going on. We've always got our contest going on.
To be published.
In the magazine. We publish 10 contestants every month. 2 get full page.
Ooh la la.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's very nice. I like the
lack of clothing.
The prints, the animal prints. They're See, I actually look at that type of stuff.
Whatever.
Shoes. She's laying on the thing. Very nice.
Very pretty.
But you have every issue. You have 10 opportunities to be published. 2 winners get full pages. The other 8 share a half a page. So you can actually say you were published in a national magazine.
Pretty fancy.
Yeah. And you can also send in, we have a little section in the front. If you take your picture with you and your friends holding the Pin Up America magazine, you could you might be able to get in.
So that means you guys can go buy them and then hold them and then get in one.
Right. Or you could do like Shannon does, our correspondent. She's got an ad in there.
Yeah, she advertises in the magazine.
And she's gotten a lot of work. She got work in Vegas. She worked with Kitty Productions in Vegas. She was a stage kitten.
She was working with, wow, I can't remember the name all of a sudden.
Where?
Lucky 13
Clothing
when I was up in Tennessee. Sorry about that. I had a little brain fart.
So she gets out there. She does a lot of stuff. We're excited that she's a correspondent. Of course, y'all just saw her interview Jason from Muddy Roots, which don't forget, that's coming up Labor Day weekend. Starts August the 31st through September the 3rd or 4th, somewhere in there.
Like that, yeah.
But it's a great venue. I know last year, I know they've got the band count out or the list out. I haven't counted them yet. If I remember correctly, last year was like 58 bands on 3 different stages for a couple of days. Yeah.
Gosh.
They played 45 minutes. I mean, this weekend's event, they were shorter sets. Up there at Muddy Roots, they actually play 45 minutes each band, which was awesome.
That's crazy.
You get a chance to see everybody. What else do we have going on? We've talked about the magazine.
Yep.
We've talked about the advertisers. We've got a bunch of stuff in the works for this coming month. We can't really let it out of the bag. We'll be back in the studio here soon. We got a lot of new stuff coming up. We got some new people coming on board and everything, so that's going to be fun. If y'all have anything going on, let us know. Contact us at Pin Up America. Contact Papa at Pin Up America.
If you know a pinup girl, talk to them. We'll talk to Bear or Papa, Mama, whoever.
We love doing interviews. We love hearing about different events all over the world. We have correspondents in Australia, in England, in California,
Tennessee, Chicago, New York,
exactly.
Ohio.
Got a bunch here in Florida too.
Yeah.
And growing. So I guess that's it for this week.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next week. We have a new show every Thursday at pinupamericashow.com. So make sure you tune in and have a good day.
Bye.
Brandon with Dead Betty's Garage, and you're watching Pin Up America.
Hello, I'm Angelica, and welcome to Ybor 1701 Studios, home of the world-famous Pin Up America show. Our historical building in the heart of Ybor City has 12-foot-high ceilings, vintage 1900s brick-and-mortar walls, and a wide variety of backgrounds to choose from. Our props, wardrobe, and makeup room, along with the character of the building, differentiates us from our competition. We cater to the needs of our customers and are always willing to help. Our location provides an eclectic mix of exterior shooting options. Many of our customers combine studio shots along with the city shots of historic Ybor. Our facility is only 2 blocks away from the world-famous Columbia restaurant and 1,000 feet from the vintage streetcar system. We're only a short trolley ride away from the exciting Channelside District and bustling downtown Tampa. We have had a broad range of photographers and videographers from all around the world, including Hawaii and even London, use our facility. Come visit us today at 1701A North 20th Street, Ybor City, Florida, 33605. You can also visit us at our website, ybor1701studios.com, or call at 813-841-2192 to set an appointment today.